So finally, I'm able to share my thoughts on the A's. Now that it's the All-Star break, I really wanted to make a quick talk about them. Now that this mid-season report, or we're a little bit past the mid-season, basically the A's are injured with Brett Anderson, and that's probably the biggest blow to the A's right now because he is one of the star pitchers that we were hoping. Him, maybe Cahill, and then a little bit of Gio Gonzalez. We're hoping for them to really step it up with Ben Sheets, and unfortunately, Brett Anderson, I'm not sure how long he's going to be out for. Quickly though, on the other side notes, ever since June they've had a little bit of a slump, but surprisingly they're not too many games out like they were in the past. They're only 7.5. It's good to see them win against the Angels in the last series. But Bob Guerin, regardless, needs to go. I really do not like the way he's managing the team. He puts the wrong pitcher in at the wrong time, and somehow the batting order is really, really ugly. I don't know what he's doing out there, but him and Jim Scanlon, the hitting coach, both need to go, I think. Unfortunately, I think Bob Guerin will be playing out his contract, and it ends at this year. But the sooner he's gone, the better, and that goes same for Scanlon. Uh, on the other notes, though, the hitting has been timely. Not the greatest, though. Unfortunately, we've been relying on good pitching, like typical Moneyball teams would. The hitting hasn't been the greatest, even though the batting average is okay. They, the second half, you never know what happens. And that's all I can say. Kurt Suzuki, his average doesn't look good, but in recent games he's done all right. Jack Cuss, surprisingly, is doing okay. Sweeney, a little bit iffy, has a nice average, but not what I'm liking in the power hitting. Kuzmanoff is streaky. Cliff Pennington's all right. Rajah Davis is okay, but the guy I like a lot off the bench is Adam Rosales. He's might be one of the best utility player acquisitions Billy Bean made. It's looking genius. I like his hustle, his work ethic. Guy can run. That's what I like watching with Rosales and his hustle for the game. It's pretty awesome. The starting rotation, though, Cahill made the All-Star game even though he won't be playing. It's good to see he did okay. I think some of those games were a fluke. I think Andrew Bailey's a little more deserving, which Andrew Bailey will be starting, or will be playable on the roster since Cahill can't play by playing yesterday. Gio Gonzalez is a streaky one. It was unfortunate Duke Shear is out for the year. That's a major blow to the team. Ben Sheets just isn't given the run support. I don't think the A's are going to make any trade deadline moves. I'm not expecting it because Billy Bean has made it clear we're just injured and he thinks we have the pieces for this year. I'm not surprised that we're 3 games under 500. We were expected to not do so well. Unlike Seattle, we were really expected to be in the cellar of the division, which we're not. But he believes the pieces are there for 2011. I expect that we're to contend in 2011. But as of right now, it's not looking the greatest, even though they're only 7.5 games back. Anything could happen in the second half. August is a month of getting hot. That's usually a common trend with the A's. Wonder if they could keep me interested. And maybe the hitting will be more timely because the bullpen, for the most part, has done its job. The starting pitching has been carrying this team for the most part. But the hitting, we need to see a little bit more offense. Maybe they could get enough wins to move on and maybe at least contend or keep me interested. Looking back at my predictions on the divisions, AL West I had the Angels, but the Rangers are their first half team. Maybe they won't in the second half, even though they got Cliff Lee. I had the Mariners contending, which right now it's looking like a joke. Dead wrong. AL Central, I had the White Sox, and I can't believe they're doing it with the streakiness. Minnesota, Detroit are expected to probably overthrow them, but White Sox are riding on a hot streak. I can't believe it. In the East, I had the Yankees in Boston. Pretty predictable and boring pick. I didn't expect the Rays to do so well right now. I said they'd come in third. Didn't think they'd actually make noise like they are. In the NL West, I had the Giants, and they're one trading acquisition away. They just need one bat, and I think they can maybe make some noise in the West because there's 4 teams that could really win between the Dodgers, Rockies, Padres, and the Giants, but no one had the Padres going. I mean, I don't think any of you could raise your hands and say you had the Padres being so complete right now with their pitching. There's really good pitching staff out there. In the NL Central, I had the Cardinals, but I said the Reds would contend, and obviously that's what they're doing. The Reds are looking good, and those are the only two teams in the hunt. In the NL East, I had the Braves and I had the Phillies. Phillies winning the division, but they're injured right now. We'll see what the Phillies do in the second half. The Braves, though, I don't think I had the Braves winning the division. I had them in the wild card spot. Right now, it's the Mets. Mets are having okay pitching. We'll see what happens. But throughout the second half, let's see. Can the A's keep me interested? And how much do they really want it? That's a big question because the hitting, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not, and Bob Guerin puts in the wrong pitcher at the wrong time. I'm really sick of that. It's frustrating. So we'll see what happens down the stretch. I'll be attending like a couple games in Minnesota, so you might see a bonus video on that. I've attended a few A's games. Luckily, seems like when I've gone to the games, they've won. It's the nice thing. So we'll see what happens, but keep me interested, A's. Can that pitching carry the team, or will there be any timely hitting? We'll find out in the second half. Let's go Oakland, and go A's.